reaction. Hi guys, I want to do a fun video. As you can see by the title, this topic isn't new. It's been beaten to death and I want to beat it some more. With Hollywood lately, we've noticed that they're listening to our concerns. Our complaints aren't dying in vain, and this goes hand in hand with cartoons, TV shows. So I want to talk about mainly like video games and how our complaints aren't going unnoticed, and changes will possibly soon happen, hopefully. But this is not all like video game creators. This is mainly like the USA and UK video game makers are making all the females look like dudes. I'm gonna try to stay on topic with only video games, but you know me, I can't stay on topic. I'm gonna trickle in other stuff. And as a woman, I'm allowed to have an opinion. Women care about other women's looks more than men. For instance, a woman who's confident in their skin and admire beautiful women, we collect like vintage Playboy magazines to hang on our wall to collect. And they follow their favorite Instagram model and their favorite OF hotties. And then on the other hand, you have the very insecure women that aren't confident in their skin, that want like all feminine advertising to be overweight women with like no makeup on, looking super frumpy so their feelings don't get hurt. Who does that? Like, men don't do that. Oh, if you look at all men like underwear catalogs or clothing, it's like all these fit guys because men want to admire that and work towards it. They don't get their feelings hurt. Feminist liberal women have no confidence. They love to play victim to their frumpiness, and they love to blame the patriarchy for everything. It's all men's fault, or like anyone prettier than them's fault, which is anybody.
Listen to me, Republicans, listen! You are the people in history they warned us about! They warned us about people like you! Pay attention! We're losing our democracy! Wake up! Wake
They could never take accountability. It could never be their fault. It could never be their own addictions, because being overweight or obese, it's not an addiction. You're not eating too much food, maybe a little too much food, maybe a little too much coffee. Caffeine is horrible for a woman's psyche and hormones and nervous system. So is birth control. Birth control is horrible for women's hormones. Anywho, so to make all the frumpy, fat, feminine females, say that 5 times, fat, frumpy, fat, to make all the frumpy females happy, Hollywood decided to start making movies, commercials, TV shows, cartoons, video games, all the women a bunch of DEI tropes and frumpy people so it won't hurt their feelings. Beauty is dead, and it makes me so sad. Like, you guys know I love to draw beautiful women. That's my thing. If you are new here, please subscribe. What are you doing? But I'll put up some pictures.
I'll never catch you while I'm this small. Curious butterflies.
Growing up, I always loved to draw Jessica Rabbit from Roger Rabbit and the girls from Cool World. That was such a good movie. Don't get me started on all the Disney princesses. That's where my obsession started. I always admired beautiful women. My favorite comic book artist is J. Scott Campbell. He does a lot of like Spider-Gwen and what's her name? Spider-Man's girlfriend. I think the reason why I always admire beautiful women is because I kind of always felt like Claudia from Interview with the Vampire. I'll try to find the clip when she, kind of that one pretty lady, because she wants to be her when she grows up. Because I'm under 5 foot, and I thought eventually one day I would grow up to be one of the beautiful ladies in the cartoons. But the joke's on me. I never grew up. I'm still only 4'9", but I've always been secure with my looks, and I've always admired other people's looks, and I've always thought I was kind of cute. Till this day, all the frumpy women in my family were Hispanic. We eat a lot of tortillas and beans. And till this day, they all think I'm gay because I love to draw beautiful women. I told you, it's all the frumpy women. They're always jealous. They can't admire another woman's beauty or confidence. Let me see what points I wrote down. Frumpy women are jealous of beautiful women. Admiration isn't programmed in their brains, only jealousy.
You're not well, and it's okay. You're not well, and it's okay. You're not well, and it's okay. You done made a lot of choices. The choices that you made done put you in situations that you hate. You don't want to be in those situations. You recognize every day when you wake up, fuck, this is the reality that I made for myself. Damn, I don't necessarily want to do this. Fuck.
Do you guys remember that one fighting game? I think it was called Darkstalkers. I used to love to play Felicia the cat, the little white and blue cat. She was such a cutie. And I wrote down another game. What was that one? Dragon Crown Pro. I used to love to play the wizard chick. I might have to censor her out a little bit. Nowadays, all the video games, all the females have, they all have thick ass necks, like thick ass men necks. And I know they're trying to go for like very realistic 3D, but it's very uncanny valley. It's very scary and creepy. Like, if you want to make a woman look more feminine, you're going to make them have a thinner neck than a man, and bigger eyes, smaller nose, smaller faces. You're not going to, like, they're just trying to make them so realistic with technology. They're like, ooh, look at us with our thick neck bitches. Now, there's this weird company. I don't really understand it, allegedly, because I really don't understand too much of it to be speaking on it. But it's called Sweet Baby Inc. And it sounds like it would be cool, but it's not. It sounds like it would be like a logo with like a hot chick with big titties, like licking a lollipop with devil horns and like angel wings. Sweet Baby Inc. But that's not what it is. Apparently, they enforce like DEI tropes and like propaganda, and makes people like, they enforce them and make other game creators like follow these principles. I don't know. I shouldn't be talking about it. But luckily, not all games are created in the US or the UK. There is a new game out, Marvel's Rivals, that's getting a lot of backlash right now. It's also doing really well too, but it's getting a lot of backlash because the women look too womanly. They look too curvy. We can't have women being pretty. So yeah, all the femme cells are pretty upset with Marvel Rivals. I think it is made in, it's a Chinese-based company called NetEase. NetEase. Because Japanese and China still understand that it's important to make women beautiful. Like, they still make anime, and like, they understand that sex still sells. But oh no, not in the Western US, UK. We all the chicks need to look like dudes. We can't hurt anyone's feelings. Obviously, Lara Croft is the best example of character assassination of what they've done to her. She was a sultry, beautiful, sexy woman at the beginning, and each game she keeps getting frumpier, frumpier. Even in the movies. Apparently, they're making a new movie, and they hired, or they cast this like plain Jane to play her instead of someone sultry, like someone with eyebrows. Like, there's a face you need to go with, a sultry face. What is with it? It won't stop. Don't get me started on the Horizon franchise with the redhead Aloy. I'm not gonna lie, when Horizon first came out, I thought Aloy should have already been way prettier than what they created her, but I know that's not the character they were going for. And then tell me why every time they created another game, she became more mannish, her neck kept getting more thicker, and she kept looking more like a dude. To add insult to injury, then all the fans were perturbed when they had her at the end hook up with another chick, when the whole time you're kind of rooting for her to like hook up with this guy that's helping her out the whole time through the story. The craziest part is guys love this game. It's more or less a guy game. I've never played the game because it's not a game I would like to play. I mean, men like romance too, but what's another another game. That other game that came out a few months ago, Dragon Age Velguard, everyone was pissed off with the character customization because you couldn't make the chick's boobs bigger or like the biggest you can make them. I have no boobs. And like this wouldn't have even flied in the video game. It was like flat chested or flat chested. That's another game I didn't play because if I'm gonna play a character, you best believe my character is gonna have big titties. Oh my god, there's also this cringy like misgendering scene, and then there's this gay part where you have to look in the mirror and decide if you're a they, them, or a transgender. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to have big tits in a video game because like it's sexual. I'm a straight female. It's not always about sex. And obviously age restrictions still apply for safety reasons and for kids underage, but obviously that's for, you know, parental controls. They can, but we're talking about for like grown adults or even like young adults. Now, as a straight woman, I don't care if these women are beautiful and have big boobs for corn purposes. Like, I'm not going to get aroused like that. But just to play devil's advocate, let's say there's a weird guy who is playing these video games for that purpose, for that said purpose. Who made you the boner police? Bonafide boner police. Bonafide. Why would you care if someone jerks it to a video game? Are you jealous they're not jerking it to you? What does it have to do with you? Are you jealous? Weird. That's the weird part. Why are you the boner police? Who cares? It's none of your business. Are you sad? No one that you're not giving anyone a boner?
You're not well, and it's okay.
Like I said, men like romance too. Like video games are men's romance novels and maybe even corn. Who cares? Video games just don't show women as sex symbols. They show them as, I was going to say the prize to be won, but no, the goal. They want to like show how brave they are to rescue, you know, the Princess Peach or, you know, what have you. Well, except for GTA. But that was fun to play. We're not gonna lie. But you know what I mean. You rescue the princess, the damsel in distress with your sword and your bravery, and you kill the dragon or the monster. And then you win her trust from treating her so good and saving her life. Men do it all the time when they kill a spider or they kill a scorpion. That's their romance. That's their bravery, their toxic masculinity. We need more masculinity. That's what we need. Women love to feel picked up and rescued. And I don't like killing spiders. I hate killing scorpions. I want a man to do it. And I am thankful when they do. Masculinity is romance. Like the man wants to save his queen and protect his kingdom. And we need that energy back. Like men are always the first one to say, I love you in a relationship. They're sappy. They love romance.
I have an excellent idea. Let's change the subject.
I'm going to change the subject really quick. Do you guys have Netflix? You know how you can play games on Netflix? Well, there's a game that popped up and it's like too hot to handle, how to create your own like character and avatar. Well, I played it and oh my goodness. So I'm under 5 foot. So anytime I do make a character, I want it to be incredibly short because I'm short. So I couldn't make myself short, but you are allowed to have top surgery scars and you're allowed to have like no legs. What is it called when you an amputee? You're allowed to have amputees, top surgery scars if you're transgender, but you're not allowed to be under 5 foot. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I am going to ramble on a little bit more, but I really just hate frumpy people in movies and TVs and video games. I know frumpy, insecure women that only watch movies with men in them. They won't watch any movie with an attractive woman or a leading attractive woman in it. And it's because they're insecurity and they don't want to hurt their feelings. I can't watch any movie without an attractive leading man or leading lady. That's the point of the movie. Entertainment is supposed to have pretty people. We don't want to watch a bunch of trolls. If a beautiful woman triggers you, that is your brain telling you that you're insecure and you need to work on how you look. Maybe, go get your hair did, get your nails did, go to the gym, do something to feel better about yourself, put something cute on. If a beautiful woman triggers you as a woman, then that's also embarrassing. When has it became okay to voice your opinions of I'm triggered and I'm insecure because I'm ugly and this pretty person is making me feel isn't that embarrassing? If beautiful people trigger you, that's a you problem and you should be embarrassed. But just please stop trying to make the rest of the world ugly to make you feel better. That's your insecurities, your triggers to work on privately with your therapist, in the gym, in the shower crying. That's for you to take care of. Don't make the world ugly because the insides of you are ugly. I don't know. All I know is when I play RPGs or fighting games, I have to be a hot chick with big boobies and a big butt because that's funner than a frumpy, manly looking chick. Most of the time, I don't even play those kinds of games. I like kid games and indie games. I like Little Big Planet, It Takes Two. I can't wait for Little Nightmares 3 to come out. I love that one. That's going to be a good one. But yeah, tell me your favorite game in the comments below. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe so we can be buddies. And I'll see you in the next one.
Ladies and gentlemen.